Hey, this is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan. So if you've been watching my workout videos all year, you've seen me playing tons of basketball and hitting more weights up at the gym. You see me just nailing 3-point shots, no problem, and posting up guys in the paint, no problem. But one thing I haven't been doing a lot of lately is beating guys off the dribble, just being more explosive on my first step there. So I thought I'd try to change that so I could be even a more complete all-around player. So I'm putting the weight training on hold, at least standard traditional weight training for now. And I found this new workout. It's not new. It's been around for a few decades. It's called Jump Attack. The author is Tim Grover. Some of his past clients include Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, Dwyane Wade, and Kobe Bryant. And he's helped them all to become more explosive athletes. So this is pretty much the same workout he gave those guys, and I'm following it. And by the way, not sponsored. I just found this on Amazon for pretty cheap soft cover. So I'm going to show you what I just did here. I just did the first phase. There's 3 phases, and this first phase is killer. There's not much in the way of like resistant weight training, but there's these just killer isometric holds. They're so painful. And I just completed it a few days ago, and I'm taking a week off now as he prescribes here, and I'll begin phase 2 next week, which has more plyometric jumping training, some more weight training. So I'll make videos about those when I get to that, but let's see what I've been doing for the past 3.5 weeks, and I'll share my thoughts about it afterward. So we begin each of these 5 sequences with a pre-exhaustion exercise. These are called fire hydrants. I've never done them before, but yeah, you see you kind of rotate your hip around forward, and we do that 10 times, and backwards 10 times, and side to side 10 times, and we do it for both legs, both hips. And the intention is to pre-exhaust some of the larger muscles like the glutes, so they can really get the full effect of the exercise we're right about to do after this. And I'm not going to show you the fire hydrants for each sequence. I'm just going to show you them here just so that you know that they're done, and just kind of remember I do them before each sequence. All right, these are called tiptoe squat holds, and it's a hard position to hold for 2 minutes. The first week you hold it only for 60 seconds, week 2 90 seconds. So here I'm going for 2 minutes. And your glutes are all squeezed hard, and your toes are pressing into the floor hard. My elbows are pressing out towards my knees are pressing in towards the elbows. And I checked my watch there because I want it to be done. And then when you're done, you immediately go into these tiptoe squat pumps, where you pump up and down 5 times for week 3. And then you take a little breather. You repeat this all twice more, except for the fire hydrants. So after 3 agonizing repetitions of those squats, you end sequence 1 off with these hip flexor stretches, stretching out both hips, and it also relieves some of the horrific pain that you've built up. So you rest for a couple minutes and getting ready to start sequence 2 off now with some fire hydrants again. Alright, now is when it starts getting really horrible as far as pain and torture. These lunge holds are killer. You got to hold them for week 3 here, 120 seconds. And you're supposed to keep your arms down like I'm doing here, but I need to adjust over and over because it's so painful. And I can't go all the way 2 minutes without making adjustments, even stopping for a second, but then continuing on to complete the 2 minutes. This is extremely painful. And then when you're done, once again, you do a lunge pump here 5 times for week 3, going nice and slowly. And yeah, this is extremely hard to do after holding that lunge for 2 minutes. You can see my muscles kind of shaking there, but it's far from over. Then we switch and do the other leg, do the same exact thing. And when that's done, you go back and do the leg that you started off with. And I'm not going to show you the end here, but we finish off the sequence with some hip flexor stretches. So for me, guys, sequence 3 here is the absolute worst. So after warming up with some more fire hydrants, then you have to hold these elevated Bulgarian lunge holds for 120 seconds. And you see I'm adjusting all over the place here. I'm having a lot of trouble. I'm in so much pain. I even stop about maybe 3/4 through, but I don't give up. You gotta hit the 2 minutes and adjusting and getting back on it and just waiting for 2 minutes to go by. And it can't happen soon enough. And afterwards, with all that misery and pain, you have to do 5 pumps here, nice and slowly, working those fried legs to complete exhaustion. But when you're done with this, there's really not much time to rest. You take like a minute or so of a break, if you can walk, and then you switch and do the other leg, the left leg forward and hold and pump, and then back to right leg forward, hold and pump, and then end it off with some more hip flexor stretches, which I ain't gonna show. So after the hell of sequence 3, sequence 4 is a lot less painful, but still really painful in its own right. Here we're doing what's called a straight leg deadlift hold for 120 seconds. And for you weightlifters, you might think this is like a deadlift, and it's not really. You're holding a bar kind of like a deadlift, but your back is flat and you're just kind of hanging long for 2 minutes. And then once you're done, like the other exercises, for week 3, you do 5 slow and steady pumps, not to like test your deadlifting strength, but again, you're really just stretching out your posterior chain muscles here, your glutes, your hamstrings, and your calves. And you do this 2 more times and end with some hip flexor stretches. So after one last warm-up of fire hydrants, we begin sequence 5, the last one of the day. And this is called a V-up hold. And for all you guys who do yoga, this looks a lot like a downward dog or inverted triangle position, except instead of trying to push your heels down into the ground, you're actually doing the opposite, trying to keep them up and hold this position for 2 minutes. I'm looking at my watch here. And then when you're done, drop your heels and pump up and down for 5 times. And then take a little breather and repeat this twice more, and then you've completed phase 1 of jump attack. And by the way, I've been working out this whole time in my all vegan shoes from As Nature Intended. Use our code HAPPYVEGAN at anibrand.com, and $5 will go to Mercy for Animals. All right, I did it. Phase 1 of jump attack in the books. So now that I've completed phase 1 of jump attack, let me just briefly share with you my thoughts and impressions, particularly for those of you who found this video because you're searching for jump attack. You know, when you look at the pictures in the book, you look at it like I did, this didn't seem too bad, I can do it. Well, let me assure you, it is really difficult, and it takes a lot of physical and mental toughness to complete this. Yeah, there's so many times I just wanted to give up. There's a reason why Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley literally like hate this trainer because of how hard this workout really is. So trust me, it's going to kick your butt. So will it make you more explosive immediately? Am I a more explosive player yet? Well, I still have to do phases 2 and 3, but I played about 2 hours of basketball today. Usually I'm just playing like 15-20 minutes when I'm doing jump attack just to warm up on the court by myself. But yeah, I played real games, full court, half court, and I already feel a bit more explosive. And like I said, I haven't got to the plyometric stuff yet, so it's looking promising, and I'm dedicated to see this out to its end. I'm just that kind of guy. I like to experiment and see what happens. So anyway, share your questions and comments down below. Ask me any questions about jump attack. Share with me if you've done anything remotely like this and you know how painful this is. So like this video, and until next time, guys, let's keep it fit and keep it carved.
You've got me spinning circles, spinning round and round, spinning till I'm dizzy, falling to the ground. You've got me spinning circles round